All right, next on the list, someone sent this clip for us to react to. It's called Kurt Cobain's Depression and how his stomach problems might have had a big factor to deal with it. So for those of you that don't know, Kurt Cobain had like an ulcer, I think is what it was, and he complained about it. And he says at times it was so horrible he didn't care if he was living. All right, I'm going to click play here, so I'll quit rambling.
It isn't a specific stomach ailment. It doesn't have a name or anything. It wasn't a matter of finding out what disease I had. It's just, it's psychosomatic. It's part of my nervous system. And it's part of, there are millions of people.
And just so you guys know, I have IBS, and it is miserable.
All over the world who have irritable bowel syndrome, and that's the common term that all doctors call a stomach problem. And they just say, "Oh, you have irritable bowel syndrome," but I can't fix it.
It's so true.
I don't have anything to fix it, but there's just a variety of ulcer medicines that can slow down ulcers.
Yeah, and I will say that this is entirely true. By the way, if you guys are new to the stream, today we are having Kurt Cobain Day. We're devoting everything, all the streams, everything to Kurt Cobain to show back. Because I'm a huge fan, and we're reacting to this. This is Kurt Cobain's Depression.
And eventually heal them, but I didn't have an ulcer. I just had a red irritation in my stomach, But I was in pain. I was in pain for so long that I didn't care if I was in a band. I didn't care if I was alive, And it just so happened that I came to that conclusion at a time when my band became really popular,
Yeah, he's pretty lucky, man, that it all just kind of came together here.
And it had been going on and building up for so many years that I was, suicidal.
He just said he was suicidal. So, I feel like the stomach issues probably had a big factor to do with his depression, which is crazy.
I just didn't want to live, so I just thought, if I'm going to die, if I'm going to kill myself, I should take some drugs, May as well become a junkie, because I felt like a junkie every day, waking up, starving, forcing myself to eat, barfing it back up. It's like, just imagine trying to eat your 3 meals a day and just concentrating and just crying at times, just like, ugh.
Yeah, it is miserable. When I don't mean to make this about me, but as a whole, stomach issues and irritable IBS can be horrible, guys.
Pain all the time. And being on tour was a lot worse too. It made it even worse. So.
Jessica says Kurt was probably eating all the crappy food on tour. Yeah, he was just talking about tour, so it's got to be terrible.
About a year ago.
At least he found a meds that actually made an impact. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys, hit us up down in the comments in the chat if you guys have more things for us to react to. This one was Kurt Cobain's Depression, and maybe his stomach issues had something to do with it. Alrighty, on to the next.